Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I've got something different for you. As you know, I've got the Uniformation GKtwo 8K resin printer. Today I'm about to upgrade it to a 12K resin printer. You know what I like about this? I like the fact that you don't have to buy a complete new printer to get the upgrade. They actually provide the upgrade, and this is now available for pre-order on the Uniformation site, and all of that is in the link that I've got in the video description. It's also on the screen at the moment. Bear in mind, Black Friday is coming around at the moment. There is some discount codes, so again, check out the video description. You'll be able to see those. But this is actually quite a simple upgrade. We are going to be taking the machine apart, which I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing today. But you'll see once the screen's installed and we've done the tests on it to make sure that the UV levels are exactly what they need to be, how I can actually upgrade this from an 8K to a 12K machine. So I think I'm going to jump straight into it. So what I'm going to do is unbox this, show you what we get in the box. Then I'm going to bring the printer over. I'll switch to my mobile camera so you can see what I'm doing, and then we'll get this upgraded. So here you go. This is everything that we've got in the box. We've got the 12K screen module. We've got a ribbon cable. We've got some screen protectors, some ACF film. We've got a UV light meter, which we're going to be using to ensure that the UV light that's actually beaming out is strong enough. And they do provide tools for this, and a QR code there, which is going to show you step by step how to do this upgrade. And I'll treat these bits very carefully, but this is the ribbon cable here, looking like that. We've got the screen protectors here, and I do believe the film's in here as well. This is what the screen looks like. It's already got its surround the border on there, and that's what it's looking like from the other side. And then the rest of the stuff in here is the UV light meter, which we're going to need to actually make sure, as I said, that the UV light that's coming out is strong enough for the resin prints. And these are some of the tools that we're going to need to take the machine apart. So to start this upgrade, the two things we need to take out first are the VAT tray and the build plate. Check how easy this is. That's the VAT tray out. And that's the build plate out. Simples. Now, before you do this upgrade, it's very, very important that you install the 12K firmware first and then put the 12K stuff in there. Stupid me, when I was going through it, I had a lot of problems thinking, why isn't it working properly? It's because I hadn't put the firmware in. So I had to do that halfway through. But put the firmware in first, then install the screen. You're going to be having a good time. And then when it's done, you're going to be able to print models just like this. She still needs hands and she still needs a stand. But that is my Wonder Woman figurine, which I do want to paint. I'm not sure when I'm going to get time to do that. There's still a few more things to print though. And because they're minute and miniature details, I am going to be doing that on my new 12K machine. But how did I install this machine, or this upgrade from a 8K to a 12K? Let me show you how. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the 3 screws which are on each side here, 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 and they're also on the other side here. I'm using this Allen hex key to do that. Now what that will enable us to do is to now push this forward on both sides and get this out. Just like this. And then we can lift off the flip cover here. Now by taking that cover off, it's exposed these 2 screws here. Different size Allen key for this. It's a smaller one, which I've got here. So let's get these out. And now if we look at the back of the machine, I'm just going to take out the filter. Put that to one side, and I've got some screws here, 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 and here to take out too. I then want to lay the machine down, and I want to take out the screws here, 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 and here. And again, I'm using the bigger Allen key this time. Now by taking all of those screws out, this will enable us to lift off this cover and push it back so we can expose everything in the machine. I'm just going to keep this out of the way. I'm now in the position to remove the 4 screws which are keeping the screen in. Lift up this black tab so I can take that ribbon out, and that's the old screen now detached. Okay, I don't want to get fingerprints on anything now, so I've actually put gloves on. What I'm going to do is just pull this black section down here so it releases this ribbon cable, and that will enable me to remove the ribbon cable from the side of the machine. So I'm going to want to install the ribbon cable that come in this one. I want it this way round so we can see the MB on this side here. And I'm just going to be feeding this underneath this ribbon cable here like this. I also then want to start feeding it through at a diagonal angle so it's coming out of the top of this board here. So as you see, it comes out the top. And then it's a case of just putting this into the block here. So line everything up. Just like that, and then close the gate. So now that is in place like that. I then want to take the new 12K screen, looking like this, ensuring that ribbon cable goes underneath the hole here. I'm going to be putting this into position. Now the simplest way to connect this is if I just take this back out again, is to pass this lead through here. I want the black side to be facing out, and I'm going to connect this to the port just here. Make sure this is in the right direction for when we put it down. It's just a case of putting this in here, making sure it's underneath the tabs on each side, and then closing that off. Now I need to ensure everything is working, so I'm going to plug it in and turn on the machine. So when it's on, it looks like that. I'm just going to put some paper over here and I'm just going to check that that screen's working. So what I can do is just go into a vac cleaning here and just play that and ensure it lights up. So as you can see, the screen is lighting up, no problems at all in the test. So that's a good sign. Okay, so I'm going to be doing an exposure test on this now. So what I want to do is go into vac cleaning, take the UV meter here, hold it on the screen, and let's just do an exposure. Look at the number on the screen here. Mine says 5.1. We actually want it between 3.5 and 4.5. So I just need to turn down the potentiometer at the back so I can get that in range. And that is pretty much it. All we're going to have to do now is put it all back together. So I'm just going to lift this out because we do have some screws to put in here first. And it's just the reverse of what we just done. Now that's all back together. So all I'm going to do is take off the screen protector. And I'm going to be putting a brand new screen protector in its place. Just like that. And then when I'm happy with that, I can peel off the top layer. And that is good to go. And there you go. So I've turned an 8K machine into a 12K machine. And in doing so, I've got myself a spare 8K screen. Should anything go wrong in the future, I'll keep this safe and I can change that out. But I don't think you're going to notice too much on the larger prints. I think when you're printing miniatures and the small things like the Wonder Woman head, you'll notice it a lot more in the little detail there. But that is one of the upgrades that you can get from Uniformation. As I said, they've got loads of offers on for Black Friday. Another upgrade that you can get, which I will do straight after this, is it's now got Wi-Fi capability. So basically I plugged this in and I got a couple of bits of firmware just to add to that machine, and all the instructions for that are online, and I can actually make this standalone resin printer, which is now 12 cards, can't believe that, into a Wi-Fi machine. But check out the Uniformation website. I have put all the links in the video description, and I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.